Howdy homies, welcome back. So we're headed out to check out a military museum that my brother-in-law told me about. And from what I can see on maps, they've got like 3 or 4 tanks sitting outside. So it should be a pretty cool spot. And then we'll find ourselves a place to spend the night tonight. So yeah, stay tuned y'all. We should be there in a little bit. Alright, we're at the Nebraska National Guard Museum. There's one tank right there. And it's wild, they're redoing this water tower right here. But there's a bunch of other stuff behind the building too, so let's go check it out. Yeah, can you guys see like all the lines hanging from that thing? They must be repainting it. Tank right there. There's a plaque over there. We'll check that out when we're done inside.
Hey, afternoon.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how about you?
Not too bad.
This is your first time here, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So this museum is intended to be a self-guided tour. There is just a brief 5-minute introductory video if you want to watch that. Just 5 minutes, it just goes over the overview of the museum and just how to go about it. And then once you're done at your own pace, I can take you downstairs to see the Higgins boat whenever you're ready for that.
All right. Yeah, it's just bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, yeah. Stairs are a little steep. There are railings. Here she is.
Oh, wow.
So this one is one of 9. I don't know how much you know about the Higgins, but this is one of 9 recovered around the world out of around over 20,000 built in total around that time frame. This one was recovered in Lake Shasta, California, back in 2021.
Oh, wow.
And they were able to discover it due to the water levels lowering over the droughts over the years, and that's when they were able to discover it.
What was it doing out there?
So after the war, a lot of the boats and just a lot of military equipment at that time either were destroyed or surplus, so they were sold to the public.
Okay.
So we believe this one, someone from the public had owned it, and either natural causes probably just sank, and it was projected to have been underwater for around 70 years.
Oh, wow.
Yep. The founders, and then eventually they worked on preserving it rather than restoring it. So that's the intent for this boat, is they want to try and keep it in this condition rather than try and restore it. And this boat here has been recorded for 7 total landings throughout World War II, anywhere from Europe and Sicily down to Pacific and Okinawa.
Wow.
As far as the structure, the wood used is mahogany plywood and then just reinforced with steel. Come around to the front, you can see the steel ramp, just how thin it is. And then all the way to the front here, you can just see the damage it's taken throughout all the combat. Not only that, but the bullet holes as well, and then just a lot of the rust and it deteriorating.
So are these primarily like personnel carriers, or
Yes.
do they put equipment on it
Yep.
also?
Both. That's a great question. So this model here is one of the first versions that the government initially wanted to go with, and as you can tell with this one, the ramp is a lot smaller, which is a problem and cause risk for soldiers because they would funnel up to make an easy target. Another exit or a way to debark is to jump off the sides, but they would also run the risk of landing on top of each other. Compared to Andrew Higgins' model and design with the ramp that's much larger. So they were primarily used for personnel, depending on the size, but they also were able to carry vehicles such as Humvees, and then other versions of the LCVPs were much bigger and could even carry tracked vehicles like tanks. Yep.
Awesome.
If you have any questions, honestly, these billboards here, they have really good information just about Andrew Higgins in general, about his lifetime and kind of how the boat got here to Seward and when they found it and everything. So it's a pretty good read, a lot of good information.
All right.
So yeah, you're more than welcome. Take your time down here, and then whenever you want to head up, you're good.
All right. Thank you.
No problems.
All right. That's cool. It's wild that they found it in California. There are so many signs throughout here. I'm probably not going to read all these to you guys, but yeah, it's really cool. Let's see if I can lift the camera up and show you guys the inside of it. It's much too tall for me to see, but I've got an old, what I'm assuming is a Willys down here. Some artillery guns. There's like an ejection seat. But here, if you guys want to like pause and read any of this, go for it. There's multiple things about Mr. Higgins. So heading back out, and we're gonna start heading up. Got another old Jeep. This caught my eye. LeBaron, Chrysler LeBaron GTC convertible. Might be the coolest thing in here. Whatever this is neat. It's hard to even tell. It's like towed, but it's hydraulic or something. I don't know what that is. I'm sure some of you out there probably know what this is, but whatever it is, it's pretty cool. That would make an epic camping machine. As you can see, like you could put a tent on the back section of it because it's got the bows there. I want the LeBaron though. All right, we're gonna head back upstairs and check out the rest of the museum. See if we can figure out which way we're supposed to come out through here. So 1854, Acting Governor Thomas B. Cummings' declaration on December 23rd, 1854, recommending that the citizens of the territory organize in their respective neighborhoods into the volunteer companies constituting in all two regiments, one north and one south of the River Platte. So this is like a trench display. So this would all be underground, and that would be like the the top of it or whatever. I don't know if there's anything in here. Nope, it's just a wall in there. Kind of like foxhole and stuff like that. Trench warfare. This is cool. Got a bunch of weapons in here. 81mm mortar. And all sorts of rifles. M60 machine gun. Oh, there's another machine gun. That's water cooled. Browning M1917. I'm like wondering if I'm gonna see pictures of my brother-in-law somewhere. Like, I don't know. That looks new enough. There's a bunch more. Yeah, lots of guns in here. Bunch of machine guns. Check that. M1 carbine with a bayonet on there. Grenade launcher stuff. Couple of Colt 1911s, M1 Thompson submachine gun. I'm guessing these drawers are full of them too. These look quite a bit older. 1892 Krag Jorgensen rifle. And this is a heavy machine gun. And there's a few in here. These are like replicas, I think. I don't think any of these are functional, but ooh, that's quite a bit heavier than you would expect.
The battalion moved up to Emily during the day after hard fighting by the 1st Platoon, led by 1st Lieutenant Greenleaf and Technical Sergeant John Cantani. During that day, their 42-man platoon dwindled to 10. The Germans had the advantage of prepared positions to keep moving back to and the supply of ammunition waiting for.
Yeah, there's just tons of information, guys. You could spend quite a bit of time in here. A nice diorama. 4D display, I think is what they called it. Yeah, these are cool. It's a lot smaller than I would have expected it. Is that a Sherman? Maybe? That's funny. It's kind of hard to see with all the reflections. Yeah, here's the front of this thing. Doesn't say what it is. We've had to repair it with wood. I'm guessing like only 1 or 2 people could be inside of that thing. Like, if you guys can tell how small that is. And then they've got like that other personnel carrier, the airplane up there. So you've got a 3-inch M1903 field artillery cannon, and this is really cool. So my old house is in Ashland, and this was formerly in Ashland, located in Ashland near the intersection of Silver Street and Highway 6. So that was right downtown in the old town. That's cool. Just send a picture of that to my wife. And then yeah, we've got this. So this is what they used during the big snowstorm in 1949. Drifts exceeding 40 feet in some areas. It's called a weasel. Weighs 1.7 tons, 10 foot long, 5 feet wide. It's a 4-stroke Studebaker engine. Dang old 70 horsepower with a top speed of 36 miles an hour. So a driver and 3 people could sit in here. And the engine must be right there. It's on tracks. Thanks.
Have a good day.
You too. All right. Let's wander around out here and look at these tanks. I might have to pull the van around and see if I can get a picture with one of them back there. These are much bigger, obviously. It's a medium tank. Sherman or Easy 8 weighs 68,000 pounds. Max speed of 30 miles an hour. It's a pretty large museum, and it's just right in the middle of town here in Seward. And they've got a few more things back here. This almost looks like more of a personnel carrier, but I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, armored personnel carrier, M59. And it's amphibious, it can go in the water. So they would all just be in the back there. There's a door on the back. Almost looks like that's the same thing over there. Nice property here. And there's a little park for kids and whatnot over there. Display in here, like a little stage area. Yeah, that is another personnel carrier right there. And then pretty big tank. Well, it still says medium tank. M60. 30 mile an hour, 750 horsepower, weighs 95,000 pounds. And a 105 millimeter main gun sticking out there. That's a big one. All right, well, that's about it for this spot. I might try to pull the van around and get some pictures. Oh, it looks like there's like actually, that might be like a National Guard building right there. I don't know if you can see the big gun that's over there in the corner of that lot. Might be like the National Guard building right there. But yeah, hop back in the van, let's see where we're gonna go for tonight. All right, so there's a Walmart here, and I didn't bring any firewood with me because I'm out and I don't have a wood splitter. I need to get a wood splitter at home so I can start splitting my own wood because I'm really sick of buying it. I've got a bunch of wood that needs split. Anyways, there's a Walmart here, so I'm gonna see if I can just spend the night in the Walmart lot. We haven't done that in a long time. In fact, I think I've only done it once, and that was out in Colorado, like in 2021 or 22, probably 21 at this point. I don't know, it's been a long time. Because Walmart is supposed to have a new flavor of Liquid Death. It's a spicy one, and it's only available at Walmart. I don't know if this one's gonna have it because it's kind of a small town spot, but we will head over there and find out. Well, it doesn't look like they have the new flavor, but I can't tell you if I've had the mango chainsaw or not, so we'll grab a sixer of that. And I did stop at the customer service counter. They do in fact allow overnight parking here, so we're gonna be spending the night at Walmart. I've got enough food with me, so I don't need to grab anything, but we'll take a wander around the store because it's a little bit warm outside. That's the backpack I use. People are always asking me that. It's from Walmart. And it looks like Ozark Trail has like the same kind of grill thing that I have. There's a burner on one side and a grill on the other. Go ahead and fix all my screens. So they're all stuck up now. Might as well open the windows actually first. We're gonna want all these open tonight, at least for now. I had mentioned on the last video that they were kind of falling apart. And a few of you guys, maybe I didn't say it, but a few of you guys were like, can't you put magnetic tape on them? These have magnetic tape all the way around. And that's what I initially used. And I put these on like right after I put the pop-out windows in, because this did not have pop-out windows in it when I bought it. I found the pop-out windows at a junkyard. But since it's screen material, there's basically like 5% of the surface area the tape could stick to because it's all full of holes. So I got them all stuck back on, and on all of them I ran a bead of super glue around the back side and then smeared it on, and now they all seem to be sticking good. We'll see if these last through the season. They worked all right until I had taken them off and started moving them around to like when it got colder and I didn't need them, but we've got them all up, and that's all that matters. What I really need to get is from Amazon, I'm sure, for the front windows, although I wouldn't do it here because then you could just reach in and unlock the window, unlock the door. But they make like, basically like nylon or something stretchy that you just roll the window down and then you put it over the whole window like a sock. And that helps to allow for airflow and whatnot. So more Liquid Death. That's all I ever drink anymore. Although besides those ones that I bought, I do have something different to try with dinner tonight. We'll see how loud this whole Walmart parking lot gets this evening. There's a couple of teenagers like chasing each other around in the parking lot. Puppy love. And I got plenty of battery. Oh, an update on my battery pack. So I've been using this one forever. This thing was sent into the P.O. box years ago, and I'm pretty sure the company sent it in. It's Heat Cure brand. It came from Amazon, and they don't even make the thing anymore. but I was having an issue where it wouldn't fully charge. And somebody in the comments of one of the videos where I mentioned that said to plug something in and completely drain the battery all the way and then recharge it. And that worked. It's fully charged now. So whoever recommended that, I appreciate that. And if you guys are having any issues like that, if you can't get a battery to fully charge, guess drain it completely and start over with it. And I think, you know, typically I'll use what I use and then I'll recharge it when I get home. So a lot of times it wasn't completely dead, but it wouldn't charge all the way. So all right, we're just chilling. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves some dinner going. I'm gonna make some ramen burritos. I haven't made those in quite a while. The last time I made them, I made quesadillas, but I'm gonna do the same trick where I'm gonna put them in a pan after I get the burrito made up and fry it on the outside. And I think that should be tasty. So pretty much everything we got here is sent in. We've got hot and spicy firewok. This is molten chili chicken flavor. We've got some hot bean dip, so that's also spicy. Chipotle chicken in a bag. Love my bagged meats. I don't know if we'll use both of these. Maybe, maybe not. To go on this, we've got some Melinda's jalapeno ranch, some jalapeno ranch sauce, and Doritos twisted lime. I also brought some cheese from home. This is opened, but I've had this stuff before and it was tasty. It was the cheese that I had, so I figured I'd grab this. And this is wild morel and leek jack cheese. We'll see how that goes. I do have a cheese grater with me somewhere, so we'll get that out. But other than that, I've got a boiling birch beer. One of you guys recommended birch beer in the comments. So this is, it's somewhat like root beer, I guess, but birch beer made with cane sugar. Doesn't really say a whole lot on there. So we will give that a whirl. I need to grab my pan. Figured we do this before we lose all our light. Got the old cast iron pan here. Spatula. And we've got our hot plate. I am going to use the jet boil to heat up the water for the ramen. So we've got all the things out. Should I grab my little table? Maybe. That guy somewhere under here. Got our little table. There we go, a little bit of extra space. All right. For starters, we just need to get some water going. Seems like it's been a minute since I've used this thing. Heat it up in here a little bit, I guess. And tortillas. Plate. Cheese gravy. Some silverware. I don't know if we're going to pre-mix these or just layer it on there. We'll probably just layer it on there. So these come with a couple of different seasoning packets. And then you've got your fire sauce in there. Considering everything we have is spicy, I assume this is going to be hot enough. That boiled incredibly quickly. Well, the worst part is I don't really have a great place to dump the water out. It'll be all right. So you can just dump that out the door too. Move all my junk. Alright, probably should put our seasoning packet into our ramen, right? Kind of lucky that there's a Tractor Supply over here and Walmart both have internet, so I have full internet service without having to use data, which is kind of nice. And I'm sure some of you guys are like nervous about these places, but this place is full of cameras. The spot I'm at, like, I'm not at all worried about anything here, so. Should probably just put our chicken in there. It's always kind of just however you want to do it. There's no specific recipe, you know. Take that guy off of there. Doesn't look quite as good as the bagged ribs did, but it's good stuff. I've been eating it on salads at home. We're gonna go in with both of them. Lots of chicken in there. Triple chicken, right? All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and get this guy going. We've got a semi pulling in next to me. We're just gonna do a dab of oil in here. I'm thankful he shut that off. And we'll go medium. Let that get going. Take a tortilla, get ourselves some spicy beans. They got a little bit of a kick. This is all going to be very hot. Beans on the tortilla. Move those around a little bit. Oh, what's going on with this thing? Now this thing is shutting off on me. Oh, it's because I have the wattage turned up because I'm an idiot. That's why. Next, we're gonna go with our ramen mixture. Triple chicken ramen. All right. Where are my paper towels at? I think they're in my tote, or did I take them out of here at home? If I told you guys I don't have them, everybody's gonna be freaking out in the comments. Why don't you have a list? Twisted lime, that's really good. That's really good. I had them in here, and as I was fixing these screens on the tailgate of my truck, which was parked next to my van, I spilled my liquid death at home, and I grabbed them out of here, and I didn't put them back in here. So they were in here, just for those of you that are gonna freak out about it. If I ever say that I forgot something, people can't help but comment about it. I honestly find it hilarious. But I don't have any paper towels. All right. Next up, we're gonna grate some cheese up on there. I'm at Walmart. I suppose I could go buy some, but we're a little too late in the process right now. I can go in and wash my hands when we're done. Need to get a good solid amount of cheese on there too. Tell me when. It's probably good, right? Okay. So we've got our fire sauce, and normally you would just mix this up in your ramen, but we are gonna drizzle it on top a little bit and use this as our hot sauce, because that jalapeno ranch isn't gonna be super spicy by any means. We need to not use all of it. All right. I think that's it. We'll put the ranch on the outside and use it as a dipping sauce. So let's see if I can actually fold this guy up. And get it in here. Cheese side down, get that nice and melty. Alright. Go a little higher while that's cooking. Let's crack open our birch beer. I can't say I've ever had birch beer before. It smells like root beer. It's got a little bit more like a spice to it. Can't tell you what that is. Pure birch oils. So it must be like birch tree, birch bark stuff. Yeah, that's different. It's good. I dig it. Ooh, look at that. Should have melted a bunch of cheese in there and like crusted it on the tortilla, but it's good. Grill, I don't know if this would be considered grilled, but like a grilled stuffed burrito or whatever. But definitely doing this to your burritos is absolutely worth it. And if you've been watching long enough, you know I love me some ramen burritos. Shut that guy off. Nice and crispy, just how I like it. There we go. That'll cool off. All right. Give ourselves a little ranch on there. Maybe we just go in by hand and drizzle it on, but let's try a bite first. Oh. That's perfection. The crunch of the chips. Ooh, that's got a kick though. That sauce and the spicy beans. I'm gonna be leaking here in a minute. Better turn this fan up to high. That's so good. Oh, I love ramen. That's good stuff. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you've never made ramen burritos before, you're missing out. If you like ramen at all, it's absolutely worth it. And toss them in your pan so you get that good crispy. So good. So good. Spicy. It's hot. Chips are great. Ooh, yeah. That fire sauce is hotter than you would think. Hey, I could go in and get ice cream if I wanted to. They're open till 11. I just might have to do that. I don't think I've ever had ice cream on any of my videos on a camping trip or anything. And this stuff is tasty too. Can't say I really taste the jalapenos in them because the taste of the ramen is kind of overpowering it. But it's definitely a spicy ranch. Morel mushroom cheese. It's all good. Throwing that in the pan and letting it crisp up, getting all the cheese nice and melty, definitely takes it up a notch. All right, ooh, almost lost all my trash there on the ground. Let's run inside, wash our hands, grab some paper towels, might as well since we're in there, and then see if they have like single serving ice cream or something. Would be nice. I don't know if they'll have anything like that in there. I'd get like an ice cream sandwich. Go in the trash. There we go. See if they got something like that in there. It's a beautiful sunset, and I just missed it, but Army helicopter just flew over. It's kind of neat. I'm just gonna have to get something little like this. What do we want? So many choices. Strawberries and cream sounds tasty. Being right by Walmart ain't too bad, is it? Guessing the people in the big pusher behind me are a little bit more comfortable. That's a nice rig, but I think mine looks way cooler. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to eat this ice cream pretty quick like, or it's just gonna all get melty on me. Give you guys a little bit more light. What I can anyways. One of these days we'll get something up. Like I said, I'm gonna have to look at those rock lights. It's not a bad idea. I did want to get paper towels, especially so I could wipe my pan out. We got some Blue Bunny soft serve. They're nice. Not a bad way to end a warm day either, you know? That's good stuff. All right. Yeah, depending on where you guys are going, if you're out traveling, Walmarts are great places to spend the night if they're in the right locations. Also, a place that I've never stayed, but maybe we should try it sometime, is Cracker Barrel, which is a restaurant, which I affectionately call Honky Bucket, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah, there's all sorts of different places you can stay. I'm pretty sure like Lowe's and Home, I think Lowe's for sure, maybe it's Home Depot, one of the two, those allow you to spend the nights. There's a lot of different places you can do that at, because they're expecting you to come in and buy things, which obviously I have. So they're good spots, man. Junk put away. Downloaded a few new things today, so we'll see what we've got. But like I said, I can hook to Wi-Fi while I'm here. If I could share it with you, I would. Well, I got the great outdoors on here. I haven't seen that in a long time. I hate that Netflix doesn't give you any information on the movie. So I'm sure there might be some of you out there that have never heard of it before. It's from 1988, and it's got John Candy in it. It's vacation time for outdoorsy Chicago man Chet Ripley, which is played by John Candy, and his wife, along with their two kids. Buck, who is played by Chris Young, and Ben Ian Gotti. But a serene weekend of fishing at a Wisconsin lakeside cabin gets crashed by Connie's obnoxious brother-in-law, Roman Craig, who's played by Dan Aykroyd, his wife Quady, and the couple's two daughters. As the excursion wears on, the Ripleys find themselves at odds with the stuffy Craig family. It's a hilarious movie. Well, In Colorado, they were cleaning the parking lot with leaf blowers. In here, they've actually got like a parking lot cleaning truck. But they're here. I didn't expect them to be here tonight. I didn't think they would be doing this, but they are. The movie's almost over, but sounds like I'm going to be listening to them clean the parking lots for a little while. It's kind of wild. Good morning. Well, wasn't a terrible night of sleep. It's actually kind of chilly in here. All these windows opened up. Once the guy was done cleaning the parking lot, you know. Hold on, let me turn on a light. There we go. Yeah. Once dude was done cleaning the parking lot, I fell asleep. Ugh. He drove right behind the van a couple of times. Oh. Gotta turn that fan off. It's kind of chilly. But I'm just gonna get my jeans put on and get out of here. I've got to go in to have blood work done today, get my cholesterol and all that crap checked before my doctor's appointment, and because I got to go in and see my cardiologist tomorrow, and I can't eat anything because I have to do like a 12-hour fast. So supper last night was it. I can't have any food or coffee or anything this morning. So that's that. If you thought the video was cool, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit up the CrazyQuady store if you need some merch. Link in the description. And as always, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.